4:28 p.m. Wednesday, November 13th, 2019, episode number 757 of Oh Yeah Dude. My name is Jonathan, and this is Seth. Hello, Seth.
Hello, great friend. Great friend during this holiday season. I salute you for what you do.
What I do in the during the holiday season, or just in general?
Specifically in November and December and early January.
I appreciate that.
What you do.
What I bring
to this table.
To the
bountiful season. Tis this season. Oh yeah, dude. America through the eyes of two Americans. I'm going to jump right in with this. We wondered when they put those Friends episodes, when Fathom Events went out of their way to 4K remaster the greatest episodes of the greatest television show and put them on the big screen. We were like, is that going to work? It worked.
It did, huh?
Yeah. 230,000 fans nationwide over 3 days in made about I think a few $1 million right there, $3 million.
Great job.
Just from these old ass episodes.
Who makes that money?
I think it
Fathom?
all goes to fucking Matthew Perry. It just goes straight. They made an agreement
like
when
Gene
the show
Simmons.
ended. All Fathom events will go to Matthew. Godspeed. Because I saw some photos on the internet and he's holding on for dear life.
A little bloated?
It's just his lifestyle. He's had issues. Let's just say that. Addiction issues.
No doubt.
No doubt. And plus when he looks around and all of his co-stars are just like destroying it still. You know, every time he sees an Aveeno commercial and sees Jennifer Aniston's skin and it makes him so mad.
But like, what's he doing? Has he done movies or anything? What has he done?
He just chills. Watches tennis, I bet.
Eats pills and watches tennis.
Watches like old episodes of, old U.S. Opens.
Every time I think of him, I think of this night.
Real life?
In real life.
Okay.
At the El Rey, it's redundant. Laura Darlington taught me this, that it's redundant to say the El Rey Theater because El means the, so you just say El Rey Theater. The theater that you were at. At El Rey one night, I was upstairs. This is a very long time ago. And so long ago that you could smoke upstairs at
cigarettes.
El Rey. Well,
marijuana.
Cigars.
You're at the El Rey on Wilshire in an upstairs lounge smoking a cigar. I mean, it's unbelievable. And also Matthew Perry is going to be involved. So, how are the 90s?
So
did I say, I think it was in the last episode I might have mentioned that, 2000 to 2009, I'm going to reverse that. 1990 to 99
was the best.
Could have been, the best.
For me?
Oh, I was going to say the worst,
best.
but the best.
The best. I mean, so much terrible stuff.
So much flannel.
So many nights in the valley.
So many baggy jeans and flannel tied around.
So many convertible cars.
Convertibles, gas station jackets with the name Edgar on the patch.
So... Oh, man, I don't fucking remember, really. But it's like...
You're having a good night. Let's just say that. You look great.
Clearly, I look great. I feel great. I smell great.
You look good. You feel good. You feel good. You play good. You play good. They pay good.
I see Matthew. Matt.
I call him. Matt. What's up, Matt? Ja. It's Matt.
Who had just recently...
become a humongous celebrity.
Done a guest spot on the John Larroquette show.
Okay. Went toe to toe with your old man.
So I
mano y mano
walked over to him. I believe I met him on set.
On set. It's Hollywood speak, everybody, on set. At work.
So
Let's just call it that. I
anyway,
met him at work.
I walked over to him and started talking to him, and he was lovely and jovial, and I was like, I don't know if you remember me, Jonathan Larroquette. I was like, you just. I mean, this was within a reasonable amount of time of having dealt with him.
Cohiba in hand.
I believe he was smoking a cigar as well.
Of course he was. 2 grown
I
men.
think it was maybe a cigar lounge
Maybe.
of some sort up there.
That was created just by the celebrities there.
Just the 2 celebrities.
Yeah.
Anyway,
You know,
there was some
Joe
girl.
Pantaleone. Everyone just pulled out this.
There was a girl there
Woman was there looking at you.
checking me out. She was drunk. She was very attractive, from what I remember. And she was like, she came over and started like chatting me up. And mind you, at this period of time in my life, due to the crowd that I hung out with and my size,
A-listers.
no, just the age of the people I hung out. Everyone, I was always assumed that I was much older than
gravitated
I was.
towards
I was under the age of 21.
A more mature crowd.
And I always was like in these very much over 21 crowd situations.
Definitely.
So this woman was maybe, I don't know how old,
29.
let's say. Very attractive, scantily clad, and
Nightlife.
very drunk. And so she decides, I think post me talking to Matthew,
Oh,
but we had already made eyes, but I think that was like
sealed it.
sealed it.
Oh, he is the real deal. He's talking to Ma. He is the real deal. Nice.
She walks over, and it's El Rey. So
Crowded
there's a band playing
nightclub,
downstairs.
yeah.
I mean, it's like popping.
Yeah, Big Bad Voodoo Daddy is playing, I'm sure. Poppin' cherry blossoms over the fuck. 90s.
And definitely white guys with horns. Definitely. There was white dudes with saxophones.
Definitely.
There was an upright bass player somewhere in the mix. But
no question.
But she was like, like sits down next to me. She's like talking to me, and it's loud. I can't really hear her. And we're making eyes at each other. And she's like, "Oh, cigars! Like I love cigars." She was like, "Let me take a puff of it." And she grabs the cigar from me, and she asks for the cigar. And so, like the way that you're supposed to, I hand the cigar to her. Butt end, the part that you put in your mouth pointing towards her, like you would like a knife or a gun.
Okay.
You hand them
scissors.
Yes. I hand her the butt end of the cigar. She takes the cigar in her hand, pulls it back, flips it around.
Of course she does.
And I am like, see what she's doing. And I'm like, no. And she takes this huge cohiba and smashes it into her face. And I just remember this like explosion of like hot embers like hitting her mouth. She then takes it and starts like smearing her face, and so now black smoke ash is like all over, and she's definitely like burned the fuck out of her mouth.
No question.
And it was like I just felt it was so bad. I felt so fucking terrible. And she was like, oh, and like kind of got up and was very embarrassed, obviously, and just sort of walked away. And that was it.
And you screamed at her. That was a $200 cigar.
Fucking bitch.
Ah!
Ma!
Check it. We out. Okay.
Ma. Yo, Ma.
They're going to bring it back. Friendsgiving.
Fathom Events is.
Fathom Events is an amazing company that does amazing things. They're doing The Godfather 2. They're also doing Friends episodes. They go high, and they go, I guess, even, I don't want to say low, even higher.
Way high.
Way higher. Francis Ford Coppola's Godfather 2. James Burrows' Friendsgiving. They're going to do, when Monica put the turkey on her head. You remember? Yeah, remember that? When Ross revealed the old secret. You remember that episode probably called The One with the Secret.
That he had shingles.
Yeah, I had shingles as a boy. Chandler declaring his love for Monica. Phoebe exposing something curious about Chandler's canine allergy. That one was a good one.
These are all Thanksgiving episodes?
These are all... Oh, that's a good question. Are they all Thanksgiving themed? They probably are. The show was on, right? 10 years, you got 10 Thanksgiving episodes.
I know that there was one where...
Oh, tell me.
No. It's nothing.
Turkey?
Yeah, it got botched. It
So
got ruined.
turkey got botched? That's never happened on a television show's Thanksgiving episode.
No turkey's ever gotten botched.
Fuck, we botched the turkey! Yeah, it's happened 455 times. What's it supposed to like?
Always happen.
It's situation comedy, sitcom. So it's supposed to like work. Turkey's perfect! What do we laugh about?
Show's over.
Good night, live audience. So it worked, is the point.
Yeah.
People went. It made a lot of money.
So when
Matthew
is
Perry
this
made a
one?
lot
You,
of money.
you have to go on Thanksgiving with your
No,
family?
this one is, November 24th and November 25th.
Okay.
So you got to go. And you got to
You have
see
to
more.
go. I have to go.
Yeah. Fans showed up in full force for our initial friend screening, so we know there's a demand for more. Yeah.
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 Definitely.
Just keep doing it. Oh, you mean it's done?
Oh, you know what?
It's already
you
over?
asked me in the last episode
7:55?
shows that
7:56, excuse me.
to name a show that you were pitching new versions of old shows,
I'm
and you were
pitching,
telling
baby.
me
I've been
what's
pitching
the
all
show
month.
that you loved, and I blanked. What about Real American Hero?
Greatest American Hero?
That one too.
I love the spinoff that we're doing called The Real American Hero. Greatest American Hero? I don't like it.
No,
No. And I'm pitching all month. But you lost me.
you lost me at what?
You lost me when you called it real. Oh, man.
What was his name? Is he alive?
He's got to be alive. That blonde beauty. What was his name? Oh, I can't think of it. You gonna find it? I can't remember his
William
name.
Catt.
K-A-T-T?
Yes.
The only way to spell it.
He's looking all right.
He looks good, I bet. He looks good.
68.
68, trim.
Yeah, he's got kind of like a.
Should we? I could probably.
Okay, this picture's not so good, but this one's good.
Let's find him. We'll let him know what we're doing.
What?
You ready to work?
Are you ready to work, Cat?
Because we're rebooting your shit. You're
Connie Selica.
the oldest American hero.
Connie Selica, who I was.
Yeah, I wasn't down with that shit.
Why?
Because he was floating around with the cape and it just anything like
Oh,
that. It
because
just,
so even when you were a kid, you didn't like magical things.
no,
You didn't like anything cool. You just like kind of
depressing,
practical,
yeah,
stupid shit.
somber, practical shit.
hopeless, stupid shit.
Yeah, you've got a cape. I'm out. And it don't matter what it is. What the cape is for. I'm out. Sorry. I'll tell you what. Can I tell you what I'm into?
Sure. Sicko.
This right here.
What is
This
that?
right here.
Is this an LA?
This will change your life.
An LA production?
Hollywood Pantages Theater. This is my playbill from Jesus Christ Superstar. I'm going to tell you something. Sometimes the theater grabs a hold of you and it don't let go. And sometimes you see a production that you've always wanted to see. What's this all about? I keep hearing about this superstar. I keep hearing about him. Who is he? What's he about? What did Judas do? Tell me. I know the biblical tales. Sing it to me. Now, this one was a little different because I couldn't understand a word that they said the whole night. And I was still loving all the songs and just couldn't wait to get home and actually find out what they were because I don't know if it was the sound or the performers. I know that Jesus, his hair was in a man bun and he was wearing some sort of a Kanye, like, remember that desert wear collection he put together of like
the
Rick
Easter Sunday
Owens,
stuff?
Easter Sunday. So he's dressed
So
like
they've
that.
updated it?
Yeah, hair in a man bun, and it's sort of, I had to go back to some original cast recordings and the film and to really get into the nitty gritty of the
But it's the original
performances.
score. It's the
It's
original
just-
songs.
It's all the same. And
But you couldn't decipher the lyrical content of
I
these
only
songs?
knew that the songs were tearing me up inside with,
No, is
with
this a
Beauty and
full
Wonder.
musical where there is no spoken dialogue?
Song.
Only
song,
songs.
Song. No book. Straight rock, opera, concert. Guy comes out shredding on the guitar. The crowd is weeping. The first song comes on. People are singing. I said, it's taken me fucking 50 years, but I'm here. And there's no turning back now.
What does that mean?
I mean, it's like...
Means you're gay?
What happened? You went gay? You start listening to these songs, they get a hold of you. And it's the season, is it not?
I don't know. Is Holidays the Broadway stage?
For this guy? For
Broadway?
this superstar?
Oh,
I'm talking about this superstar.
This particular superstar.
This guy. When I'm at Mass with my mother when I go home, all I'm going to be thinking about is these songs. I'm going to be like, when you going to think about that superstar? Because that's what I want to hear about. Body and Blood. Not till you get a guitar out and rock this church. Is Sacred Heart's Church in Bradford, Massachusetts going to rock?
Is this a 10 out of 10?
Maybe not this production, but the film, which gets real crazy.
Yeah. And the roller skates involved?
Some of the numbers in this. I mean, this lyrical content, these voices, they will cut you. And they'll remind you, first of all, what a voice can do.
No, give me the history. When did it first, when did it first come out?
His name is Jesus.
No, on the production, on the musical.
They call it the 50th anniversary. I don't know, maybe I think it's 71, but that would have been 69. I don't know if they meant like, that's when it came in the mix.
Got it.
Because this is called the 50th anniversary sort of tour. I don't know, but it was 71, I think. Jonathan. I mean, you think you know JC. You think you know him. Because you read the book. But have you heard the songs?
No, I don't think I have.
Oh my God.
None come to mind. None of those songs.
He's a superstar. I can assure you.
He's a superstar, like entertainer?
He's a superstar. Supernova is what he is. And that's the song I'm working on, Jesus Christ Supernova. It's an update. I'm pitching it because I'm not only pitching, I'm also pitching a Needlelander. I'm in Hollywood pitching TV shows. I'm also pitching
in Nashville.
I'm also in Nashville pitching country songs. And I'm also over in New York City, and I'm pitching some stage productions.
Some musicals.
You have to. You have to. Atlanta, Georgia drops a giant peach every New Year's Eve to celebrate the new year. It's called the Peach Drop. They've done it every year for 30 years. It's like the thing.
An actual peach?
They grow, it's a genetically modified peach. It grows in Sweden. It's a huge peach. It's a 3,000 pound natural Swedish peach. And every year for 30 years, it drops down. Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms,
not this
in Atlanta,
year.
Georgia, said, we're not going to do it this year. And then I raised my hand and said,
Miss
Bottoms, peach, wanky wanky, what are we not doing? Oh, we're not going to do it this year. Usually do it over at 5 Points, underground Atlanta. That's where they usually do it. I guess they worried about the infrastructure. Last year didn't pop off. They want to kind of take a step back. But what about...
Rethink it.
What about the baby...
Relaunch that brand.
That went its first year... She lives in Atlanta, and she's seen the peach drop on New Year's all 30 years of her life. And it's just what she does.
Not 31.
Now she's married. Her and her wife have 2 children. And she's going to bring them.
Who cares?
Oh, the mayor said fuck off. But I've gone every year for 30 years. I have a child. I want to... The mayor, Keisha Lance Bottoms, said F-U-C-K-O-F-F. No. But why? I don't know. Couldn't get an answer.
It didn't pop off last year.
It didn't pop off, although it did. Because I saw some video, and people looked really happy. I mean, they're hugging, they're cheering. It brings together the entire city as one. It's the peach drop.
I don't know about this.
30 years in a row? You just stop it? So what are we doing here?
Or you can't just do everything forever. Something's got to stop sometime.
But some things have to go on forever. 60 Minutes in the Peach Drop in UhhYeahDude. 3 things have to go on forever.
The Peach Drop, which I've never heard of until tonight.
60 Minutes in UhhYeahDude.
Okay. USA Today snapshots. Across the globe, workers see a positive impact on their jobs from technology making their work lives easier in various ways. Or better in various ways. These ways that I'm about to list.
Okay.
More efficient and productive. They believe that technology, 66% believe that technology has made them more efficient, more productive.
Yes.
Made their work lives easier, 56%.
Easier? I mean, it used to be real easy. Used to just punch in.
And then just do
retinal
nothing.
scan and do nothing.
Just hide in the
now
back.
you're being watched.
Yeah.
Because now every time your hand touches the mouse or the keyboard, it
knows.
tracks what you did. Before, you used to just smoke outside with your friends and be like,
true.
I hate this job. Pass me a cigarette.
Pass me another cigarette.
Now you're being watched.
54% say that it's made their work lives more creative.
Creative? I love Photoshop. And I couldn't do that. My dad couldn't do Photoshop.
Now I make company flyers.
You look at this flyer for the barbecue. Fuck! BBC. It's BBQ. Fuck!
And 49% find it more rewarding.
Oh, man. My job is like... It's more rewarding.
Now that this technology
Now
is
this technology
present.
is here. I feel more wholesome.
I don't understand these percentages.
I don't either. They're
Because
so...
66%, 56%, 54, and 49. That's like 500%.
Maybe they just ask each person. I don't know how it works. I do know that... I don't know. There's a Frontline documentary. It's called In the Age of AI. I just watched it. I watch a lot of documentaries. A lot of wonderful documentaries being made. I'm just mentioning this because it's so good. You should just jump on PBS, watch that shit for free right on your computer. In the Age of AI. It is about AI, but not about like, oh, AI is cool. It's really about, okay, like AI's here, like, what's up? Now what's up? And it's kind of on and popping and kind of need to like keep an eye on it because
Before
it's
it,
like, because it's like
in
it's
bed
like,
with you.
It's in bed with you. You trust that, but it's now in more terms of like China versus the United States and like shit getting, you know,
Getting real.
getting real.
Well, if you're making
Your recommendations.
Rex,
Do you have a doc recommendation for me? Give it to me. I'll write it down right in my head.
you've probably seen it.
Oh.
The Biggest Little Farm. Watch that.
Those two people, where they move out, they start a farm.
Yeah, out in Moore Park.
Yeah, I didn't. It's tough to have a farm. They didn't think it'd be so tough.
It's
virtually impossible.
It's not a farm. What they made is not a farm.
Yeah, it's like a box of like asparagus.
No. It's a thriving ecosystem that is like psychotic. What they
Okay.
wound up building.
But are they doing okay? Because from what I read, it's real tough
It was very tough
to get it off the ground.
It was very tough. So the dude, they lived in Santa Monica. I'll just tell you this because the gist of it and why
City folk.
from Santa Monica, living in an apartment, but she was like a private chef and like obsessed with vegetables and yada yada yada.
Farm to table.
So they hatch a plan for various reasons. For one reason, but I don't want to reveal that in case you watch it.
Thank you.
They get enough interest in investors in
Capital.
doing it's called old style farming, which was basically where instead of this style that we use now where like you specialize in one thing and you grow as much of it as possible, this would basically be it's like a farm that grows everything.
You got carrots?
Everything.
Yeah.
We got everything.
Potatoes too? Trust.
Animals, the whole thing,
Oh.
top to bottom.
Goat milk? Right back
Everything.
here.
So
Are they still married? That's all I need to know.
I think, listen, I don't know. I'm not sure. I believe so.
Because that'll
But,
tear a fucking couple apart. Nothing crazier than that. Honey, let's start a farm. Let's get divorced instead and save ourselves time and money.
But what's interesting about it, or what it manages to document, that the guy, the husband, is and was a nature film cinematographer. So the documentary he films this process and it stays because it's him. It's not a documentary film crew that shows up for like 30 days and films it. It's 10 years of their life on this fucking farm.
Right in that
and it
terroir,
is
right in
like
there.
when you see this transformation occur that they go through, that the land goes through, the animals, it is,
Got kale?
I believe so.
Do you believe so or you know so?
I know so. Okay. It's quite remarkable.
Okay. Are they still married though?
They might not be married anymore.
Because that'll
but I
tear
think
you
they're
apart.
rich now. So
That's good. They can both move on separately.
it's totally worth
They'll tear a family
worth
apart.
watching.
They have kids?
Listen, just watch it. I don't want to ruin anything.
Okay.
About 1/3 of Americans are sleeping less than 7 hours a night, and some of the most affected could be the ones responsible for your safety. Among working American adults, health and safety professionals reported the highest rates of insufficient sleep, according to a recent study published in the journal Community Health. Those who are living alone were also at greater risk for reporting short sleep. The study, funded by pharmaceutical company...
Say that again. That was the people...
People living alone like you also reported the greater risk were at greater risk of reporting short sleep. The study, funded by pharmaceutical Merck, analyzed self-reported data from the National Health Interview Survey for more than 150,000 people across the nation over the course of 9 years.
Okay.
Researchers found that the percentage of working Americans getting short sleep is on the rise, from 30.9% in 2010 to 35.6% in 2018.
Huge drop. Again, like you said, though, about our study in the last episode about, I don't want this to be Merck funding something because they have a sleeping pill that, you know.
I mean,
but
sounds like a sleeping pill company. to
Merck,
me.
the sleeping pill company. I thought Serta? No. Serta, yeah, they got bought by Merck. And so
comes
the bed,
together.
The bed is made,
a pill.
The bed is a pill you sink into it. It activates subdermally. It goes through your transdermally. It goes through your hip bone, and it works. Listen,
I think.
What do you want from us? How the fuck can you sleep? What are you talking about? I mean, it's too much. Too much. You can make a conscious effort for all the stimuli to be like, you know what? I'm gonna rein it in. I'm gonna keep an eye on it. I'm gonna. It's a sieve. You can't. You cannot. Even if you set the parameters. Well, it's just we're being crushed.
What would you say you average? Honestly,
not
8.
Not 8. Not 8.
More than 6 though.
Yeah, I mean, when I sleep, but 8 is like, that seems like a lot. It seems great, but who can sleep? I mean, my DVR is like, what do you want from me? I'm at max capacity at all times.
Yeah.
You know? There's a new fucking documentary drops every single fucking, day. You just gave me another one. I already got a list and you added to it. So you fucked me. You fucked me this week.
Took away my sleep. You stole my sleep away.
You fucked me. The best little whorehouse in Texas. What's it called?
Yeah.
Fuck. You fucked me.
You got to watch it though. If you want to learn about sustainable farming.
I don't.
I know you don't.
I don't. You gave me the thing I want to learn about the least.
I think the recommendation was not for you.
It was for more cultured, civilized
for
audience.
our listeners. No, not just. It is for you, but I know you won't watch it and you don't care. So, it was more for people that wanted to watch it.
Okay. No, I'm into it. I read about it.
It's fucking nuts.
Okay.
I will say that. Like what they make, what they create, what happens is astonishing.
Is it
to me?
Like my recommendation, which will leave you at the end of it in such sheer terror, it won't do that to you. It has a different effect. It's a more uplifting effect.
It is in part uplifting. It is also in part incredibly sad.
Sad. Okay.
So
mine is just
not
sheer
terrifying.
Terror.
I don't think it's terrifying.
Okay.
This is just terror.
Abject terror.
Really?
Yeah. To the core.
To the nth. That's how good it is.
That's how good it is. Good night.
10%.
All right.
But in the red, so I don't know if it gets worse.
We're
working on a
technology. It's fickle.
Listen, it's there sometimes.
Well, it sucks. It don't work. 5G. Where you at? Where my 5G heads at? Let me hear you. Holler at me.
Albert Einstein, Benjamin Franklin, Thomas Edison, and Steve Jobs.
Gross.
Picture a brilliant person, and odds are a white man will come to mind. That idea gets into kids' heads as early as the age of 6, a new study finds. Researchers who polled more than 200 New York kindergarten and first graders found that they had already begun to believe that white men are more, quote-unquote, brilliant than white women. That notion helps lay the groundwork for a pervasive stereotype that privileges white boys. and may have implications for the future careers and lives of other children, scientists said. Quote, this white male genius stereotype that we have culturally in our society really affects kids and their beliefs about who is brilliant and who can become brilliant, said Mary Murphy, a social psychologist at Indiana University who was not involved in the new study. In the United States, women earn more than half of the college and graduate school degrees. They also outperform boys at school, including science, technology, engineering, and math subjects.
Think about it. Think about it. That's all they do is talk about these fools. Non-stop. That motherfucker, his stupid ass turtleneck. Fuck. That's all they talk about. It's unbelievable. Are you all right?
Yeah, fine. Just thinking about if I was a kid, when I was a kid, did I think about geniuses and think of like a white
I think probably is the only thing you're ever told about in anything is just probably dudes, and then in historically
certainly dudes, and then historically,
so
it slants white.
If you talk about like visibility or being marginalized, I would imagine that it's all. I mean, it trickles down to everything. It's like, to every aspect. It's just fucking. I got to hear about how this white dude
really figured it out.
I got to hear about Steve Jobs and Adam Sandler like every day of my fucking life because they just figured it out because he wore a turtleneck. Took acid once. Big deal. Jonathan's taken acid 60 times. Big fucking deal. Your jeans don't fit. I'm a fucking genius. Yeah, but your jeans. I didn't say genius. I said jeans. Fuck, man. Elon Musk, man. Fuck, man. What a fucking genius.
What a motherfucking
What a
genius.
motherfucking genius.
What a motherfucking white male genius.
Christian genius, billionaire West, or whatever his name is. You're all geniuses. Genius, 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 genius. Did you say jeans? Because your jeans don't fit. Yeah, it would be like when they had that study, I don't know when it was, 60s or 70s, where they'd give like dolls, like different black dolls and white dolls to little kids, and like, picking up, because they didn't make fucking black dolls. It's like, here's a white doll. Well, like, whoa, what? I don't want that. Get that shit out of my face.
Yeah.
It's got to be, I don't know, I haven't been in a kid's, they said kindergarten? I'd like to sit in and see what the fuck they're teaching these kids.
Why don't you just become a teacher?
I should become a teacher. But what I want to teach, high school or kindergarten?
Kindergarten.
If I was a kindergarten teacher, let me tell you, if I was a kindergarten teacher, what would happen? 30 years later, every Christmas, I'd receive 27 to 42 Christmas cards of former students. Graduates. STEM geniuses. Thanking me. Thank you. Your inclusivity, your throwing away of gender and conformity and preconceived notions has allowed me to flourish. I'm the president. I want you to come to the State of the Union and sit next to me.
You'd be like, I can't. I'm 80.
I can't. I'm 80. Oh, man. Somebody's got to fucking... Who knows what they're teaching these kids? Hopefully good things.
Better things? More things?
More things. A broader... I hope. Who the fuck knows? There's so many teachers and so many kids and so many classes. There could be some janky-ass classes teaching some janky-ass shit.
That. We talk about them all the time.
Well, you can't talk. You can't say that.
Yeah.
The war, northern aggression. Sir, you can't say that.
Yeah.
Well, I did. Take down my statue. I'll take down your fucking nose. I don't know what that means, but you know what I mean. Yeah, we need cameras in all the classes. We need cameras in all the classes. And then there's a proxy that watches each class to know what's being fucking taught. How do we know?
That's not a bad idea.
Great idea. Some guy coming in fucking talking about Christopher Columbus. Let's talk about this wonderful man. And like the kids are like, wait a minute, I thought we were supposed to are you sure? There's got to be No, he was the greatest man. Adam Sandler, Christopher Columbus, Elon Musk. Like, what? This is a weird class. Larry Bird, Tom Brady. I could go on and on.
Yeah, I think a proxy.
A proxy to watch what these fucking motherfuckers are saying. They could go on and on. Hemingway! Who else is white that's done anything? Just white dudes. Bogart! Humphrey Bogart was the single greatest fucking actor of all time. Really? Yes. Okay. What'd you learn in school today? Some guy named
Tom Brady.
Harry Bogan was the greatest actor of all time.
Harry Bogan. What do you do though? If you had to, if you have to educate a child, you just basically, because the other thing is, you remember, I think that what did you learn in school today thing, I think it's a genuine like, tell me what they told you so that I can tell you if that's real or not. But unfortunately, that becomes such a burden that kids just immediately start like lying and making up shit about it because they don't fucking remember and they don't want to talk about it because they're out of school. That there has to be. Parents should be able.
You think that's the way of parents just trying to check in, like,
yeah. What did you learn today? Did you learn anything? One, did you retain anything? Two, if you did, what is it that they told you? And can I tell you, no, that's actually not true.
Well, no. Mr. Johnson said it, Building 7, and so it was a pretty in-depth thing.
About Humphrey Bogart and Building 7.
We're supposed to look back into Key Largo and Building 7.
Epstein Island.
Where are you? What are we learning?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, it was just crazy. But we learned it. I love you, Mom and Dad. I have a lot of research to do.
I'm going to go to bed now.
I got to go. There's some YouTube movie. What's it? Give me a YouTube 9/11 conspiracy movie. Like, Stolen Change or whatever the fuck they're called. I don't know. They'll have weird names. Extra Quarter. What? Yeah, it's a crazy 9/11 movie. And they did it. Who did what? Well, did you know that they warned? Who'd they warn? They warned them. Who? Somebody was warned. I know. There was a warning. Yeah, did you know that like they warned them, and then all the didn't work that day. They called in. If you check the call logs, and
talking about the Jews.
Yeah. If you the logs, they all called out. They all called out from work. What? Yeah.
No Jews.
It's in loose
building.
change. Is that it?
Yeah, that's one of them.
Yeah, it's in stolen quarter change. It's an amazing. Yeah. It's a building, Dad. I don't know. I'm supposed to look it up.
It's the 7th building?
I don't know. Something. Number 7, roll the dice. I don't know. It's something. Yeah. I'm supposed to read about it. I don't know.
I can't wait for the fucking voicemails that you're going to get about it.
You're a fucking sheep. You don't know shit. Fucking sheeple.
Oh, man. Crime rates are likely to be higher in neighborhoods near theme parks, which are major tourist attractions, according to new findings published in the peer-reviewed journal Justice Quarterly. Wow. The first known study into the geographical concentration of crime around prominent U.S. amusement venues has focused on Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida. The findings show offense rates increased by 198% in neighborhoods within a mile of the park, which attracts more than 9 million visitors a year. Hotels, bars, and restaurants are a major factor in this trend. The researchers found crime rates increased by around 19% in areas with just one of these attractors.
That's all it takes.
I don't understand.
Oh, what?
So, if you live near a theme park...
Humongous theme park. Think about it.
Does that mean criminals are going there in order to rob tourists?
It just brings out an element. It's like a casino times 10.
And is that because it's easier to get in and out because there are constantly, it's not like, hey, what's this person I've never seen in this neighborhood? It's a million people.
Yeah, put a fanny pack on, you're a German tourist, and you're walking around pickpocketing, or coming up with some fucking story, or giving somebody a 10 and getting back a 20. So all the shit you see online where people do, like, you know, they're always doing shit. Skimming ATMs, smashing out fucking windows in parking lots with 12,000 cars in it. Well, if I go into the center of the parking lot, if I bash this window out, I grab the duffel bag, even if they see me, I'm in as only as 8,000 cars to get to me. Yeah, you got to stay away from that. all around.
Hotels, bars, restaurants.
People are drinking. People are out of their element. They're traveling.
But like
when
you're
you're
saying,
a tourist,
there's just more traffic, and so it's easier.
And you're in a fantasy world anyway. You're from a different place. There's a lot. You're tired, sunstroke. You're weak. You're weakened. This is a jungle. These animals have come to prey, and this is a jungle.
Yeah, I guess so.
You know?
Yeah.
Speaking of that, Busch Gardens, that's an amusement park, Tampa, Florida. Formerly known as Busch Gardens, Africa. Nope.
I didn't know that.
Or Busch Gardens, the Dark Continent. No, guys.
No way, Jose.
Oh, no way, Jose. Or no, not that either. No way, Joe. No way, Joe. Can't do it. Busch Gardens is celebrating its 60th year as the world's biggest African-themed animal theme park. That's what they said. Since 2007, 2 Bengal tigers, brothers Bhutan and sister Bala, have lived at Jangala. Jangala is the 4-acre attraction within the park. Anyone that goes to Busch Gardens, the Dark Continent, knows that Jangala is the spot. Bhutan killed Bala. Killed her dead.
His sister.
Killed his sister in an event that park representatives have called atypical, meaning not typical, meaning abnormal, murdered his sister. I don't know if he's being brought up on charges. I don't know what the punishment is.
How old? How long have they been together?
Like 11 years. They're like best friends. He killed her dead. What do you think it's about?
I have no idea.
What is it? Doesn't happen. Atypical.
Well, it's an atypical situation.
Because they live at Busch Gardens. So essentially, you have taken a typical situation, 2 Bengal tigers, brothers and sisters, walking outside.
Don't think that's typical either, because I think in the jungles, I don't think siblings stick around. They
hate each other.
But
they hate each other. So he murdered her because they have the hate. So it is very typical. So they twisted it on us. Brothers and sisters hate Bengal tigers, hate each other.
No, but they don't stay together for that long.
Constantly. They go, they live their lives. They meet back up. Hey, how you
Just
been?
get dinner,
They're
occasional
constantly
dinner.
together. What do you think it was? Did they bicker? What was it?
I don't know.
Does she have a boyfriend? Did he not like him? What is it? Are we going to get to the bottom of it?
It's
Park
sad.
representatives, I don't trust them. Not at Busch Gardens. Certainly not in Jangala. Liars. But it's interesting. Is it something, if they're saying it's atypical, they essentially caused this. Should we bring them up on charges?
Yes.
So park representatives should be put on trial.
Yes. Or,
Okay.
Yeah. The Jengalese leaders.
The Jengalese leaders have found you guilty, Edwin, daytime manager at Jangala. 19-year-old daytime manager of Jangala, Edwin, you've been arrested and brought up on charges in Bala's murder.
How do you bleed?
Bhutan, will you testify against Edwin? Points at him. Done. You're out.
I can't.
It's crazy. I don't know. Because there's the natural world.
I thought
and then
Busch Gardens was a theme park.
It's an African theme.
But it's not an amusement park? There's no rides?
Oh, there's everything.
There's everything.
It's an ecosystem. That's why I bring this up. Because you're talking about...
Shut up.
You're talking about... These places are not like... Oh, that's Six Flags. They're like entire... You know, people die within the city and it's just, natural. There were 40,000 people here today. Somebody died of a heart attack and somebody, it's just like...
Are you making that up?
Yeah, but I'm just saying it's like a...
But wait, it's like a zoo and a Magic Mountain and everything?
And restaurants and it's an entire... Jangala...
Are you making this up?
Jangala has its own mayor. Edwin is the mayor of Jangala.
And
He's on trial for murder.
But like, what is it? What's Busch Gardens?
Busch Gardens is the world's biggest African themed...
Is it the beer?
I think actually originally it was named after that. Yeah. But it's these, like, when you talk about Orlando, like Disney World, if you looked at it, like, if you flew a drone over it, it would be like, oh, this is like
enormous,
bigger than like 70% of like towns in the country.
Right.
There's more people here today than live in like 80% of,
Yeah.
So you have to have a city council. There's a fire department in there. There's a police force in there, medical team.
Yeah.
Think if a cruise ship has all that, and this is like 1,000 cruise ships. How many people died? 4 died today. Yeah, somebody fell off the tram. We had there was a murder-suicide, husband and wife. I don't know who yet, who killed who.
You should put that in. How many people die at Busch Gardens every day?
Siri, question.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck. Does crime increase when the moon is full?
Yes.
The lunar effect, they call it. You say yes. Well, a team of professors, researchers, scientists from New York University, NYU, they looked at data from police in Vallejo, California, police in Barrie, Ontario, Canada, and police in Irapuato in Mexico. Over an extended period of time, lunar cycles, all 3 police departments, the researchers said 100% no change.
Yeah.
The lunar effect does not exist.
Yeah.
Although I don't believe them, because when that full moon comes out,
I feel wild.
woo, I'm ready to tear it up. I at least pickpocket or steal.
Steal something.
I've never not stolen something during a full moon, just naturally.
Didn't even realize it.
Run out of a Best Buy with a television I didn't even need just because it's just like... Maybe these 3 cities, who knows? Maybe if you pick 3 other fucking cities, you have no idea.
Yeah, exactly.
Denver, Colorado. Stockholm, Sweden.
What
You know?
about places where, like, there isn't a lot of artificial light, so it might just be helpful to go nabbing on a full moon because it's the visibility is so much better.
The only light you have. This is the only light we have. I love you, honey. I'm going to steal.
I'm going nabbing.
I'm going to go nabbing. This is a podcast. We do our best every episode. Have some laughs. Maybe learn something.
I phoned it in sometimes.
Jonathan, you give 100%. That's all we can ask. Mentioned it on the last episode. Mentioned it again. You're out and about. It's the holiday season.
People are like,
People
yada,
are
yada,
always
yada,
yada 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 yada
blah,
yada.
blah,
Bill
blah, blah, blah.
Simmons, yada 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 yada. My favorite murder. And then that's your
That's your cue.
podcast. Yeah, my friends do a podcast.
Maybe don't say friends because that sounds bad.
It sounds too
Like amateur hour. I'd be like, I don't want to listen to your fucking friends podcast.
Why the fuck would I listen to? I've never heard of them before. Who are your fucking friends?
Yeah,
Don't
fuck
lie.
your friends.
Your friends?
Yeah,
really?
like, oh yeah, great. Everybody
Okay.
started a podcast.
Great.
Like your friends.
I listen to a fantastic professional podcast.
I listen
I'm
to
like-
a famous podcast.
That's pushing it. What do you mean
Let's be like-
professional?
Just say I listen to a famous podcast.
I listen to a famous podcast. No, because then they'll say, "Oh, Joe Rogan, the Joe Rogan Experience." No, it's the Jonathan Larroquette Experience. It's JLE.
Oh, I
Jo-
listen to a famous podcast.
Oh, you guys talking about podcasts? I listen to the original. Nah.
No.
Oh yeah, I
See,
listen
maybe
to
this is the
the
problem.
first
Nope.
bread pod. The
Bread pod.
What is it? It's 2 guys. Oh well, stop right there.
2 white guys.
It's 2 white guys, and they're in the. I told you to stop. Certainly after white, triple after guys. Well, let me tell you their ages. That might entice you. You better say 19 and 21. I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna say 42 and 46.
How does that treat you? How's that treating you?
Is it treating you better? Well, they must talk about fucking drinking and drugs. Ugh, I gotta stop you. Sobrox. Okay, I am.
Not following.
I'm not following, and I can smell these oven
It's a
roasted.
financial podcast? This is a
Oh, it-
financial advice
Oh, it must
podcast?
be a retirement must be a retirement podcast. Is it AARP? What is
I
that?
think... Maybe don't try to find somebody who doesn't listen to podcasts.
No, because people are hungry for podcasts. They're adding podcasts to their queue.
Okay. All right.
I listened to a comedy podcast. I think it's really funny, and you just say it
But dead
with
earnest?
sincerity.
Yeah, you can try that.
You can try that. Like,
It's worked
looking
great
at somebody
for us
dead
so
in the
far.
eye, waiting for the bathroom at this dinner party. Hey, with great sincerity.
I tell you this.
Is it a Japanese podcast? Yes, it's with honest integrity and sincerity.
With Jonathan. It's called With Great Sincerity.
With great
Jonathan
sincerity
and Seth.
and integrity. With Jonathan and Seth. Oh, this is fucking terminal.
That's the problem. There's no good way to pitch the show. That's why people can't.
So they're professional comedians. So tell me more. No.
Well, I mean, you could say that.
Well, no, because they're just going to mean like.
I know, but they don't. You could,
What TV shows? What
right.
TV shows have they
See,
been
then
on?
They're fucked.
Give me some of their movie credits. Well, who did they hang out with celebrity wise?
Well, Matthew Perry
and
Britney Spears.
Ma and Britney Spears. Cool.
And that guy from Night Court.
You know the big guy,
The one with the bull.
Bull, the bald one. Yeah, that's one of them. Seth's fault. Bull.
Best
Seth
friend.
Mole.
It's his best friend and father.
It's his best man. His first wedding.
Just be like, fuck. You probably have to lie.
888-842-2357. Maybe you've done it and you've succeeded.
Maybe you've
How'd
done.
you do
Yeah,
it?
maybe lie
How'd you do it?
just to get them there, and then let them figure it out on their own.
How?
Be like, they give away like
Oh,
$1,000 on every
it's
episode.
crazy.
These giveaways.
These giveaways. You want a Buick LeSabre? They give away 10 a show.
888-842-2357. Also, if you'd like to pledge to the show, patreon.com is the place you can do that. Keeps the show commercial free, gives you access to special content, especially filmed episodes of the visual versions of this show. UhhYeahDude.com is our website. There's a merch store there. There should be some great stuff coming up in there for the holidays, so keep your eyes peeled. Please tell a friend or loved one and come back for
Thank you so much.
758.
Thank you so much. It really is. It's just amazing. We're very lucky to get to do this. So please keep listening so we can continue doing it. Holiday season. Hold it down now. This is you. We gotta get through. It's so hectic. Traffic and the sun. It gets dark, and so you really got to be. Can't let your guard down now. You got to really be. You're exhausted from the whole year. You want to just give up.
You have to be careful.
Shouldn't we do this?
And you have to be pleasant.
Shouldn't we make Should we make January, February, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and then so at the end of the year,
you can just give up?
You can give up. Why did they make it when everyone is like stone cold exhausted? Oh, you have to be at your strongest for the next 6 weeks.
That's a good question.
Oh, for the next 6 weeks, you feel like you want to pass out and die? Gotta be your strongest. You gotta give 150% right now. Now? But the whole year? No. Because if it was at the beginning of the year, you'd be refreshed and you'd hit it. Like beginning of the year, they're fucking running. They're fucking, everyone's like, I'm gonna do it. This is the year I get 8 hours.
Yeah.
This is the year I bring my wife flowers every week.
8 hours and flowers.
8 hours and flowers.
Every week.
Every week for the whole year. Done.
So, Christmas is in January now.
Christmas.
No, Thanksgiving's in January. Christmas is in February.
Thanksgiving is January 12th. Christmas
is February 14th.
February 6th.
We lose Valentine's
Day. They move to the 13th. I don't know why.
But yeah, you not only have to be careful because people are wild.
Hydrate.
You have to stay pleasant. Don't forget.
Gotta smile.
Gotta
smile right through it.
Yeah.
Hi.
Gotta make people's days.
Hey, that was awesome when I held the door open for you and you didn't even throw up a hand signal in any way to acknowledge it. That doesn't make me fucking crazy at all. You couldn't have at least just thrown a finger up? And so then I knew when your little pinky went that you knew that I did it? Or you didn't give me that? I'm gonna okay, that's cool. Oh, this coffee was how much? Oh, it's $6 for the coffee. That's a good price. That's a sweet price for beans. So, how come beans in a can cost $1.09, but if a quarter of the beans make it into liquid, it's 6?
Bean water
6. But beans are 1. Okay, this is a... All right, I'm not angry. I'm strong. I'm strong right now. Hydrated and strong.
Come back for 7:58.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Seatbelts.
Seatbelts.